Kia ora Bladers, so the time has come to talk about raises at Winterclash 2025 because they have absolutely destroyed the good streak of cool things they've done as a company by posting a racist post on their official Instagram account. And this post came from the owner of Raises, Andy. Old Uncle Andy is saying something racist at the dinner table again. I'll give you a bit of the context of what happened. So Raises missed out on their usual booth that they've had at the trade show at Winterclash for the last 20 years. Now I haven't been able to confirm it yet, but it's rumored that they were just a little too slow booking it. And there's some people saying they were way too slow, other people saying they're only a few minutes too slow. But this led to Raises pulling off funding of Winterclash. They didn't sponsor anything. They didn't participate in the trade show. They didn't pay to be on any ramps. They didn't pay to sponsor the stream. They did nothing for Winterclash other than show up. I assume the owner of Raises, Andy, took this as a personal attack against Raises in some way, because he became so pissed off that he went to lurk in the shadows and post this post on the official Raises account in retaliation to not being allowed to have his usual booth. Now the reason this post is racist is because that's not Wei Chung's name. It's just a made up Asian sounding name that Andy came up with. Wei Chung is a new member of the aggressive rollerblading community. He's a representative for Cougar skates, and this was his first Winterclash. Now this post was only up for a few minutes before Andy smartly deleted it, but that didn't stop it getting screen capped and shared everywhere. A lot of people at the event were really pissed at him, as well as a lot of people all around the world. The Rollerblading Facebook page was absolutely blowing up with people furious at what he had said there. There were a ton of memes made, and of course there were a few divorced dads that were justifying racism because this is apparently some kind of funny joke. Now I don't know Andy, I've never met him. I would hope he isn't actually racist, but to me, looking at this post, I can only see this being written out of hatred, not out of any kind of funny joke or something like that. I just don't see it. Eventually this outrage ended up getting Andy kicked out from Winterclash and banned from the event. Now my sources couldn't confirm whether it was a permanent ban, but man, I hope it is. I really do hope it is a permanent ban, unless there's some serious changes. I did reach out to Winterclash to clarify some things, like what happened with booking the booth and whether he's actually permanently banned. And they haven't got back to me yet. If they do, I'll leave their statement as a pinned comment under the video that you can check out, along with any other kind of updates that get added, so make sure you check that out. Not long after this, we had Andrew Broom announcing that he's quitting Raises because of this racist outburst from Andy.
I don't ride for Razors no longer. I appreciate whatever happened and what they did for me. He never treated me wrong, but you cannot take that back. You did some fucked up shit. That's how you think, my man. Like, now we know. And I'm sorry, but we're not fucking with that over here.
And I don't think I could have said it better. It was so refreshing to hear someone talk like this. And I give him mad respect and mad props for standing on values like this. Dropping your sponsor like that is a big deal, man. These are kind of like once in a lifetime opportunities. And that's why I don't really blame anyone for not also quitting in a time like this. And actually, as I was recording this, we had some breaking news that Raises skater Jared Banning also quit. This is what he had to say. In light of recent events, I've decided to part ways with Raises Skate Co. I want to thank Aceman for the continuous support over the past 12 plus years, but this type of behavior from the owner is unacceptable and we must hold our peers accountable of their actions. That's 2 riders down. He's been there for 12 plus years. Man, that is sad. Mad respect to him as well. Again, that's a huge sacrifice to make. Apparently Raises did do a quick apology on the day. I have no proof of this though, just what I've heard. But they did eventually put an official statement out directly from Andy. Regarding the recent controversy on social media, I want to address what happened. While walking through the trade show area, several exhibitors expressed their disappointment that Raises did not have a booth in the main area after 20 years of continuous support for Winterclash. In the heat of the moment, I let my frustration get the best of me and I shared my thoughts in an inappropriate comment. However, this was neither the right approach nor the right platform to express my feelings, so the story was deleted shortly after. I sincerely apologize to anyone who may have felt offended or disappointed by my reaction, and I regret not handling the situation with more thoughtfulness. I remain committed to supporting the community. Andy. They posted this up on their Instagram with comments turned off, but of course that didn't stop it getting shared everywhere, where we can see some unfiltered comments where again this fell flat. A lot of people are pissed, and I would fall into that category too, because when I look at this apology, this is what I see. The first bit of the statement is him kind of pushing the blame off onto the other vendors or the other exhibitors, making it seem like it's their fault for amping him up, which is just, I don't know, there's no excuse for racism, so that just falls completely flat for me. The other thing that stands out to me is there's no apology to Wei Chung at all. And I reached out to Cougar to see if he has actually directly apologized to him. I haven't heard back from him yet. Again, I'll update it in the comments below if it happens. But I would bet money that he hasn't done that. This screams that he doesn't regret it to me. This is him being forced to doing it because he still couldn't help himself from being like, can you believe Winterclash didn't give us our booth? He's so mad about that. I'm trying my best to not get too angry here, but this shit really pisses me off, man. I just have zero patience there for Andy. I would bet that all these other vendors that were egging him on here weren't egging him on. I bet you it would have been Andy saying like, oh, can you believe they gave our booth to this Cougar people? And they'll be like, yeah, you know, that's what it would have been like. That's how I'm seeing it in my head anyway. Now, this is not a one-off action from Andy. This is a pattern of behavior. Now, we definitely do not have time to go through all the things that Razors has done that has been bad for the community, but just to quickly run through some, so you have to jog your memory. If you watch any interview with an ex-Razors rider who quit, most of the time, the reason they quit has something directly to do with Andy. And there's also that time that they scammed Yandriel for the work he did and only actually paid him for it after there was public backlash. Oh, and let's not forget the recent time too, where Andy just hypothetically in a theoretical situation brought up to a competitor that, what if we started not stocking our skates or charging more for our skates to shops that stock a competitor's stuff? Just a theoretical. Now, obviously, there's a lot more context to all these things, and I definitely recommend watching this video by Tom if you want to catch the full story, because there's always two sides to all stories. So now to give you Cougar's side of the story. So if you don't know Cougar, they are one of, if not the largest inline skate producer in China. They make normal big wheel skates, and they decided to branch out into a worldwide market through aggressive skating. This was their first time ever at Winterclash and their first impression of our community, and what a welcome. They got a racist post made about them from a competitor. I asked them for their statement and thoughts on it, and this is what they had to say.
First and foremost, we want to thank everyone for their concern, support, and feedback regarding the post from Razors. We truly appreciate it. Like everyone else, we were just as surprised by what happened. At the end of the day, we're here because we believe in the products we've created, and more importantly, because we want to be part of the skate community and help it grow. Once everyone embraces that mindset, the sport and scene will reach new heights. We understand the pressure that comes with building a brand and striving for success, and perhaps that pressure was felt in this situation. That being said, there are always better ways to address things like this. We'd rather put this behind us and focus on what really matters, enjoying Winterclash and celebrating skating, for now and forever.
It's great to hear that the community has been quite supportive of them through this horrible situation. And it's a very fair and nice statement for them to make, if you ask me. Because in case you didn't know, Cougar's been doing great things for the rollerblading community. Not only did they properly secure a big booth at Winterclash, they also sponsored the event and had an obstacle on the course. And alongside that, they also sponsored the live stream so people who couldn't go, like me, could watch it at home. Outside of Winterclash, we all know they picked up Julian Cougar, a guy that's been left behind by every brand ever. We assume he's been paid a good salary for this because Julian had made it clear that was kind of the only reason he'd ever choose a boot to skate at this point. And we've also heard they have plans to give him a pro skate in the future. And also, he won Winterclash this year, so massive congrats to him. They've also expanded this team to have a few more people in it, which is great. Congrats to those people as well. They invested in making a whole new skate for rollerblading too. They've put money into blading, and I think there's a clear image of someone who cares about our community here, entering it in the correct way. I do want to clarify though that this is an Andy problem and not a Razors problem. There are a lot of really good people that work and skate for Razors. In particular, Jeffrey Acer. This dude is single-handedly the reason why there's any respect left for Razors at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if every single good thing they've done over the years is directly because of this dude. I think if he was fully in charge of this brand, it would be in a much better place at this point. That also goes for all the pros that still skate for Razors. They are excellent skaters, and a lot of them got me into skating, and like I absolutely love watching them. And I don't think this racist kind of negative vibe that Razors has reflects them at all. Sadly though, I do believe they all deserve so much better. They're all being dragged down by Andy. I do also extend that forgiveness to people who just skate Razors and like skating them. I don't think you should feel bad for skating them. I understand liking a skate, especially one that's been around for so long, that also is one of the only ones that come in certain sizes. Becoming skateless sucks, you know, having to find a new skate. You might never find one that fits as good. But that being said, if you're in the table of now not wanting to skate Razors anymore, I don't blame you for that either. I do have some recommendations for some alternatives. Number one being the Cougar skate. This Cougar skate here is, funnily enough, an excellent alternative to a lot of the Razor skates like the SL and the Shifts. I have a whole video of my first impressions of this if you want to check it out, but I was very surprised with how nice and the skate is. It's a great fit, high quality build, and unlike Razors, it's actually sold in a setup that is skatable out the box. I'm never going to forget that you did this, Razors. I think this is the biggest L you can ever take, selling a skate in an unskateable setup. If you're looking for a comfy, safe all-around skate, a Cougar is a great option. They're that sick new white one. Other alternative though would be the new standard Omni V2. Now I've heard, I haven't been able to skate this myself, but I've heard the skate's a lot like a Razor SL or Shift. It's a very flexy, comfortable skate. And unlike Razors, is made by a grassroots rollerblader owned company, so your money is going to a great place. Now this video is coming from, believe it or not, a massive Razors fan. Razors was my origin in skating. I skated those skates for years, absolutely loved them and the team and a lot of the things they've done. I don't think I would be as into skating as I am right now if it wasn't for what Razors have done in the past and the people who skate for them. And I think that's why this just makes me extra mad. It's just so sad to see like a legacy brand like this just get worse and worse and worse. Now we can hope here that this was the last bad thing Andy's gonna do, and it's gonna be all good things from here out, and he's gonna learn his lessons. But this dude's so old at this point, man. I wouldn't count on him getting any better. He's shown us over the years that he's not a net good on blading in any way, and for that reason, I don't think I can ever support Razors again. I just can't. It doesn't matter how many good people are on there. The fact that behind it all is Andy, I can't do it. That's just me though. I don't blame anyone else. Like I said, if you want to keep skating them, that you do you. It's fine. I don't think it's the end of the world. It's not that big a deal. I would love to know your thought on this though. You should let me know in the comments whether you think this is an overreaction or not. But make sure you clarify whether you skate Razors right now or not at the start, because I think that will be an important context. And as I thank my Blading News correspondents, patrons, and members for helping me make this video, I cannot do it without the support. Consider supporting. I want to give a big fuck you to all the racist, bigots, and homophobes out there. I know you feel extra empowered by the state of the world right now, but you have no place in rollerblading, and history will remember the shit you're doing right now. So fuck you. Everyone else, go for a skate today, like some new shit. I appreciate your support. See you later.